Hello there, my friends. Thanks for stopping in. Didn't see you there. Well, I'm thinking about doing something a little bit different today. I love Skyblock. What can I say? Love Minecraft. Love Skyblock. I like the idea of starting off with a little nothing, a little L-shaped island in the middle of the sky, and then just making this big world out of it. So I started a season 3 of Skyblock Hardcore 3.0, which is a variation that someone had made. I can't think of the person's name right now, but excellent take on the Skyblock world, and never beaten the game, but I've come close and made a couple of really newbie mistakes in the second season of that series on my channel. So I want to do myself a redemption, as it were, and yeah, I feel like the world of Skyblock 3.0 Hardcore needs to be conquered by me, and it needs to be done now. So basically, what I'm going to do is I plan to continue from where I left off. There was a whole bunch of footage that was missed because I was messing around with a mod, which I can show you here now. You might be familiar with it. It goes by the name of Replay Mod, and it was something I was doing to try and capture like a time-lapse, a 360 shot of just playing Skyblock, right, which would be amazing, and like so many other people have done on YouTube. But I wanted to do it, my way, with my own style and my own flair, and it went well for the most part. However, I encountered some issues with the mod itself that made it difficult for me to make a lot of progress at once. Like, it's very slow going. If anybody out there knows what the replay mod is like, it's great and I love it, but it takes a lot of time to make a high quality time-lapse video if you want to do it right. So, and I just didn't have the time to spend, and the few times I did use the mod, something happened, it would crash, I would lose it, and I'd have to start over. And anyway, all that to say that replay mod is really cool, but I plan to kind of use it in a different way, and I'll show you what I mean by that in a moment here as I fire up the game. And we're firing up Forge, actually, which I think is an outdated version. Not sure, but we'll see. Hopefully it works. Anyway, that's all that matters. And so far, I think I have clicked the button twice, and it's not loading. So that, oh, no, I spoke too soon. There it is. There's the pig. There's the hammer. Hammer down. Make it happen. So 1100 megs here. Where was I with my story? I completely lost my train of thought. Woo woo. So yeah, basically, replay mod is great, and this is not a video for showing you how to do replay mod. I will take you around a little bit real quick if anybody out there is actually interested in my take of what replay mod is. I can take you through it real quick, but this video is more to do with Skyblock 3.0 and the third season of that on my channel. So anyway, let's get to the meat of it. So essentially, you can edit the videos that you take with replay, and imagine, very simply put, that you have a third person who is a camera. Let's say you have a second account you're playing Minecraft with, and this account is dedicated to just following you around and filming you and capturing all of your adventures. Now, you also have the option with replay to put yourself inside the body of said character and to be that person through the eyes of the viewer. So those are kind of the two options you have to play with. You can go zoom out as far as you want. You can zoom in. I can show you all these things as we get going here, but that's just a brief overview of what this mod is. But all that to say that once you capture your videos, you can then edit them, or you can access them here. There's a moth flying around. You can access them here with the viewer, And then here is where you set like waypoints and things and keyframes, and this is how you tell the camera where to be and when throughout the timeline. So that's where it gets a little complicated, and it's a little counterintuitive, if I can say that. But for me anyway, it's probably real simple for other people, smarter people, but for a simpleton like I, so what I was planning to do, and here's my idea. I'm sure that replay mod has been used for this before, but I think this might be the first one right here. So I'm gonna load it up, and these are all recordings, right? Saved to the whatever proprietary extension that this replay mod uses. But I'll load this up, and you'll understand what it's all about if you don't already know. So there I am. If I can go ahead and if I can remember how to do this here. So there's a button. Is it T? All right, T. T allows you to access your cursor here, and then you can pause time, which is what I want to do because I want to show you. There we go. If I hit escape, then I get control again. So it's like I was saying, you're a second person here, a third person, I guess. You know, flying around. It's a ghost, a viewer, a specter. But you can see how, you know, this can be fun. Now at the top, you hit T, you can adjust the speed. You know, you want it to go by twice as fast, 2.5 times. You can go up to 8, or you can slow it down to 0.1. So, which would be like what, 10% of the speed. I'm not very good at math, but I think that's what it is. So anyway, you can slow it down significantly to the point where it's like a crawl. Anyway, let's start the timeline. So the timeline, if we back this up to the beginning, okay, let's say right there, and we set this to 0. This is when we want our scene to start, and we want the time to start from here as well at a 1.0 times speed, right? Makes sense, easy. And then of course you're going to want an endpoint. Now what happens is, let's just this always this is another area of confusion for me, and again, I don't want this to make this about a replay mod video necessarily, but I have to explain what I'm doing here in order to start or continue this season of Skyblock. So unpausing from here and unpausing from here, the camera path, I'm not quite sure I fully understand yet the differences and the reasons why you would, you know, unpause one of these versus one of these. I guess this is to play the timeline, right? Now as it's playing, let's say here I get to a point, well, I can't really see what's going on. I can't see the action too well. So what I'll do is I'll create a timeline here, and no, I just see I already messed it up. I already messed it up. So this would be a point where I would restart. But let's go back and I'll see if I can recover it. The whole point of this is just to show you, but so okay, so if I put that back there, I'm pretty sure I just messed it up. Yeah. So you can see how easily you might have to start over, but that's no big deal. We just got going. Done that so many times. And, it's clear that I am not a replay mod expert by any means. But, you know, we're still at 0 here, so let's go ahead and start our timeline here. Alright, I think we're good. Now, because it does funky stuff to me for some reason, because I'm probably the one doing funky things. Anyway, so if we continue along here, if I drag this on to say, well, first of all, let's keep it playing, okay? And now here, I want to stop, okay? And since I can't see the action too well, I'm going to zoom in to right about there, let's say. And now I will tell the camera to, at what point is this? This is the only way I figured out to do it, guys, and it's probably not even the right way. I don't know. This is just how I've done it. At 12 seconds, you would tell it to be here. So it's going to slowly make its way here, right? Like so. So if I go back and play the camera path now, is this how you do it? See how it's slowly making its way down to where I was, where I told it to stop at, right? Pretty simple. So all you do is just keep doing that and keep moving the camera, and you can even see the path here of where you told it to do these points. These are the actual points in time, you know, and you can keep doing that, and then you end up with this huge timeline, which here's another area of confusion for me, because you can zoom out here only to a maximum of 30 minutes. So some of my videos were like an hour or more, so I have no way of really doing this system with this existing system of dots and timelines, unless, you know, one of you guys happen to know, if you're experts at this, if you guys are replay mod whizzes, doesn't that tree look like it has a face? Is it just me? I'm tripping. Anyway, if you guys happen to know a way of doing that easily, or if I'm missing something here, please, by all means, let me know. But I thought of a better way of doing it. And this is, all this is saying, this is the reason why I've brought you into this. So not a screenshot, that is not the reason. Is it F1? F1. So you hit F1, all of a sudden, you have complete access to just fly around and just observe your world. And the reason I'm even mentioning this in the first place is that in this particular go of Skyblock, what ended up happening was I captured only with the replay mod, and my OBS for some reason wasn't recording. So I ended up with a whole bunch of replay mod footage that I can't really do anything with. And I'm doing so well in this world. I've done everything right, I think, up until this point, as far as Skyblock do's and do nots are concerned. And I feel like I want to continue this into my Season 3. So I want to salvage, essentially, what I've captured and what I've done so far in the Skyblock world, because I consider it significant and somewhat of an accomplishment. And I've just started the game over so many times. Like, nobody wants to see the same old beginning stage Skyblock stuff over and over. Like, it's just boring, right? Maybe after to the point where you get your first Cobble Stone generator, or what I usually do is I capture kind of milestones in the game, so I'm not just capturing, you know, long scenes of just, you know, boring farming or whatever it is. But yeah. So with this, I can go back and just follow myself around, basically, as I go through my Skyblock world. And then once I get to the point where I've gone through all these clips, then instead of doing commentary, I can switch over to actually playing the game again, and then hopefully wrap up that season, you know. Or if I have enough episodes at that point to do like a another season at that point, and then continue from there. I don't know. Those things will all come in time, but you know, that's the idea. So hopefully that makes sense. Hopefully you understand what I'm trying to do. And again, if you know of a better way I could be doing this, I'm doing this live, like right now. These are not videos that are scheduled to come out in the future. These are real time right now, 2017, you know, middle towards end of May. So if you guys have any ideas for me, let me know, and I will integrate that into my Wednesday video, because the Wednesday videos that I have coming up are coming to an end, and I don't really feel like doing Mario Paint right now, so this is what we're going to do with our Wednesdays on this channel. So if you're interested, give me some feedback. Let me know if you like it, if you don't like it, what I can do to improve, and yeah, take it from there. So let's see what we have done here. And again, this is going to be a very rough cut, kind of drafty sort of video. I'm not going to cut too many things out. Why do I keep... What is it? Oh yeah, F1. Duh. Alright, so what I can do is probably just erase these because I don't even need them anymore. I don't need you, dots. Dot and squiggle. But I will start from the beginning, which makes sense, right? Don't be alarmed. That's what replay mod does when you try to when you rewind it sometimes. So starting from the very beginning, before there was anything, right after the Big Bang, there is this. And I will periodically kind of slow things down or pause things as needed to speak to points or fast forward. Obviously we're going to do a lot of fast forwarding when there's mining going on, but I'll try my best to have some sort of entertaining commentary. But yeah, as far as an explanation goes, guys, that's pretty much it. And I'm actually going to end it here, right there. And I will thank you for joining me for this episode 0 to kind of explain what we're doing here in Skyblock 3.0. Hope you approve, and you will join me as we come back from space here, apparently. And we're going to play, and we're going to take a look at what I've done so far with Skyblock 3.0 Hardcore. So join me again next time when we will do the official opening of the series with episode 1. Thank you, my friends, and see you later.